You ever wonder how the work of just one person, an artisan using traditional tools, can possibly fit into a country's massive plan for global economic competition? It sounds kind of like a puzzle, right? Well, it turns out there's a very specific plan in place. So, let's break it down.
So, it's no secret that for years, India's been pushing to become a global manufacturing powerhouse. You've heard of the Make in India initiative, right? It's this huge vision all about strengthening the country's own industries, creating jobs, and, carving out a bigger slice of that global economic pie. But the real question is always, how do you actually make something that big happen? Okay, so here's how we're going to connect all these dots. We'll start with the big picture, India's manufacturing mission. Then we'll see how that relies on the MSME sector. After that, we're going to unpack a really specific scheme called PM Vishwakarma, see how it fits into the value chain, check out the numbers, and then wrap it all up in the final analysis. All right, let's start at the top, the big picture.
So when you look at the official policy documents, you see that the National Manufacturing Mission is basically the engine driving Make in India. But here's the key thing. The strategy isn't just about making more stuff. No, it's about deeply weaving India into what economists call global value chains, or GVCs. Think of it like this. Instead of just making a finished phone, for example, India wants to be a crucial link in the process of making that phone, maybe making the screen or the chip. It's about becoming essential to the global assembly line for everything from electronics to clothes. And one way they encourage this is through things like production-linked incentive schemes, which pretty much reward companies for setting up manufacturing right here in India.
Okay, so that's the grand plan. But a plan that big needs a seriously powerful engine to make it go. And for India, that engine is the MSME sector. That's micro, small, and medium enterprises. And look, this isn't just some side project. The government's own documents are super clear about this. A key focus of the entire manufacturing mission is building a vibrant and dynamic MSME sector. The takeaway is really simple. You just can't build a strong national manufacturing base if you don't have a solid foundation of strong, small, and medium-sized businesses.
And that brings us right to the heart of what we're talking about today, the PM Vishwakarma scheme. This is where that super high-level economic strategy we just discussed gets really personal. We're zooming all the way down to the individual artisan.
So who is this for exactly? Well, the scheme targets what are called Vishwakarmas. Now, the official definition says these are artisans and craftspeople who work with their hands and tools, often carrying on a family tradition. We're talking about weavers, potters, blacksmiths, goldsmiths, really, the keepers of these incredible, time-honored skills.
And this scheme is designed to give them end-to-end support. It's pretty comprehensive. First, they get official recognition with a certificate and an ID card. Then, and this is huge, they get access to credit. We're talking low-interest loans to help them grow. On top of that, there's skill training to upgrade their craft, an incentive to buy modern tools, and finally, support to go digital and get help with marketing. It's really the whole package.
So you might be thinking, okay, why invest so much in individual artisans? And that is the crucial question, right? The answer connects this very personal scheme directly back to that big picture of industry and commerce we were talking about just a minute ago. Right here, in the government's own words, the goal is to ensure that the Vishwakarmas are integrated with the domestic and global value chains. So listen, this isn't just about helping a potter sell a few more pots at a local market. No way. It's about plugging their unique, incredible skills directly into the engine of the modern economy.
And this visual really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? On one hand, you have these beautiful traditional crafts totally rooted in local communities. And on the other, you have the complex, massive machine of modern commerce. We're talking shipping containers, global supply chains, the works. The whole idea behind the PM Vishwakarma scheme is to be the bridge that connects these two completely different worlds.
Okay, so what does this commitment to building that bridge actually look like in real terms? Let's talk money. Let's look at the numbers.
All right, check this out. According to the government's own monitoring framework, the total financial outlay for the PM Vishwakarma scheme is more than 3,800 crore rupees. That is a huge investment aimed directly at this community of artisans. And if you look at the budget numbers over the last few years, you can see this isn't a one-off thing. There's been consistent, substantial funding put towards the scheme year after year, which really shows you how important it is in the government's overall plan. But beyond the big budget, what's the most immediate, measurable goal here? Well, the government's own framework points to one key thing: getting these artisans recognized with a digital ID and a certificate. And again, this is so much more than just a piece of paper. It's about giving them a formal status and, maybe most importantly, linking them to the official credit system.
That's what makes it easier to get loans and actually grow their business.
Okay, so let's pull all these threads together for the final analysis.
So, when you connect all the dots, the picture that emerges is actually pretty clear. The PM Vishwakarma scheme, it's not just a social welfare program. It's a strategic economic tool. It's designed to empower the very foundation of the small business sector, that individual craftsperson, so that their unique skills can help fuel the much larger national ambition of Make in India.
And all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. In this global race for industrial dominance, could it be that nurturing and integrating these timeless, traditional skills is the secret ingredient? Is that what helps build a truly modern and resilient industrial economy? It's a powerful idea for sure.